Good evening, and why don't we do this? Welcome to another reading of My Immortal, the best Harry Potter fanfiction, the best fanfiction ever written, to ever grace our eyes. We'd like to thank God for Miss Tara, what was her name? Bloody Gothic Rose XXX 666, one of those. Thank you, God, for giving us Tara and inspiring her to write this lovely, saucy fanfiction. Excuse me. So we've done this is like the third part now, because we read up to chapter 25 last night. There's still several chapters to go, but we should be able to finish it within like an hour, I think. Chapters aren't very long. It goes up to 44 chapters, and the chapters are really about a paragraph or two long most of the time. So, without further ado, we're just going to recap chapter 25, and then we will continue on with our story. I won't be reading all the author's notes, just because they're pretty much all the same. Basically, it's just stop flaming, and calling people preps or posers or whatever, and thanking Raven for correcting her writing. Anyway, chapter 25. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevelyan say? Whispered Draco, putting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it, and gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. And all the things that you never told me, and all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tiling of each other's clothes fervently. He took of my black thong and my black leather bar. I took of his black boxers. Then, ... he put his throbbing you-know-what in my tool sexily. OMFG, Draco! I screamed, having an orgasm. We started Frenching, passively. Suddenly, ... I fell asleep. I started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting two gothic men with long black hair. No! Please don't fucking kill us! One, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No! Oh my fucking god! 11 shouted, and I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry, and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. But, Tooties, the worst thing was who the people who shot in the dream were ... Lucian and Sirius! 111. On to chapter 26. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a Good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said, flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry, tears of blood, and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Ebony had a vision and a dream. Dumbledore Dumbledore Dre started to cockle. Ha ha ha. And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of Cractor? You know very well that I am not decisional. Now, get some fucking people out there to look for Sirius and Lucian. Pronto! Okay, he said in a intimidated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then, all of a sudden, Long Dawn, I said. I told them which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few minutes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office, while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers. And Professor Sinister was behind them. 1. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. This is our second chapter title. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire, all came to hug me. Sirius Bond. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, Ebony, said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it, and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you, the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Serifs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed Professor Sinister, took out some black cards. Thanks for streaming today. I need an excuse to take a break from school. You're very welcome. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, ... Tara, I see Drac times are near, she said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Now you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow, and you can do it. I had 3 hours of lectures, 40 pages of reading, and a bit I gotta go to. That sucks, I'm sorry. Okay, I said sadly. We did Death's Touch Sin. I went outside again, sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Bloody Mary? ? I was about to tell them, but, to tease, everyone, with a 1, was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being found. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the hymn sign on their hands, despite them not having actually heard of them. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goik set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. Chapter 28. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marilyn Manson all over them. A black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet suckings, and a black leather thong underneath. Professor Sinatra. Yep. I sat down one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. "Are you okay?" Vampire asked, potting his alabaster hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. "Yeah, I guess," I said sadly. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. "The problem is, I have to seduce Volksamort. I'll have to go back in time." Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. "It's okay, Ebony. He said finally. "But what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you?" "Of course not," I gasped. "Really?" he asked. "Sure," I said. We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then, I took off Draco's MCR shirt and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that had said Enemy on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped! He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took out a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took off my clothes. Then we were in for the rid of our life. We started Frenching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and passively, we did it. "I love you, Ebony. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you," he screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire, filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was Snope and Professor McGoggle! Chapter 29. "Oh my Satan!" we screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall started to shoot us angrily. "Come now!" Preacher McGonagall yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. I'm so sorry. I get so tangled up sometimes. "Hey, what the fuck?" 111 Vampire shouted angrily. "Yeah, Buster, what the fuck you going to do with that fucking camera?" Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longingly with his gothic red eyes. "Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret." Dumbledore. "Dumbledore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So get back the camera." 1111. Ha 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 ha. The mystery of magic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. "Yes, so shut you insolent fools," yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry, all sexy and sexative. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb. LOL. Tom Felnut rules for Liff, but not as much as Gerard or sex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock. Marry me. 111. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck you. 1. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eye. And then, he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. Not all the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crucio! I shouted. Snap started to scram. He dropped the gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. I stopped the curse! Professor McGoggle did a spell so that we were all chained up. We took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Severus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. "It's okay, Ebony," said Draco. "Evergreen will be alright. Remember the Sidio you took a snake?" Snape laughed again. Ah, she spelled Snape right. And then, he took out some whips! 1 exclamation, 1011. 111. Take a drink every time she mentions Gerard Way. She was always saying, like, I don't really understand why she uses Harry Potter. Cause, like, she says vampire is Harry Potter, but she changes his name and his whole personality and even what he looks like, except for his glasses. And that, like, he has the scar. Well, no, because he got the scar changed to a pentagram. So why not just put Gerard Way in the story instead of Harry Potter? Whatever. Okay. Excuse me. Chapter 30. No! We all screamed sadly. Snap started loafing meanly. He took out a camera anvil-y. Then... He came towards... T-O-R-D-S. He came towards Draco. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and lit a candle. "What the fuck are you doing?" I shouted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what. 11. He waved his wand, and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. "You must stab Vampire," he said to me. "If you don't, then I'll rap Draco." 1. "No, you fucking bastard!" 1. I yielded. But then, Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Get it? 'Cause I'm a Satanist. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire and he looked so smexy too, with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed and the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came, and the time where Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. I started to pray to Volksmort. He started to pray to Volksmort. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes, and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. "Dumbledore will get you!" Draco shouted. "Yeah, just wait until the mystery finds out," Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. "You ridiculous dunderhead!" Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes. Just as he was about to rape him, Crucio! I shited, pointing my wound. Snoop screamed and started running around the room, screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. "You dunderhead! I'm going to kill!" shouted Snape. But suddenly, Severus came. They're the same person. Severus Snape. Snake put the whip behind his back. "Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something," he lied. But suddenly, Lucien and Professor Trevally came in the room, and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevally said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go." Whips? Kinky. Dumbledore, yeah. A little sip. Chapter 31. "I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitch." Buffy rocks, Sirius said to Snape. "No, I'm not. I was teaching them something." Snap clammed. Clam. C-L-A-M-E-D. Clammed? I don't know, it's not a real word. "Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Severus. He made Snap drink it. He did angrily. Then Lucius took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucien made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Lucien took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me 1,000,000 times. Professor Trevally took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Volksmort. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over it. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. "What's in the bag?" I asked Professor Trevally. "You will see," she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low-smut black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. Don't bring Kurt into this, I know. "You look fucking kawaii, bitch," Bloody Mary said. "Thanks," I said. "Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim," said Professor Sinister. "You will have to do it in a few sessions." She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap in my fishnets, like in Resident Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, use the time turner to go back there, Professor Trevally said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. "Good luck!" everyone shouted. Darkness and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sen. Then, I jumped sexily into pensive. Ah! Suddenly, I was in front of the school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kinda like Mikey Way, only black. He had grand eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong. I thought he was blue-eyed. Is he not? I don't know. He's the guy from Green Day, right? I thought he had blue eyes. Maybe not. He had grin eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with fans. It was... Tom Bombadil! If y'all don't know who Tom Bombadil is, I believe he's a hobbit from The Hobbit. He's either in The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, but I think he's in The Hobbit. I see you streaming this time. I'll be back in a few. I'm trying to eat. Alrighty. Chapter 32. The author's note's actually funny, so I'll read it. Ian, I said, stop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. But Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. If you not like the story, then you can go screw yourself. You suck! Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Ebony Way, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet, then. That's how far back in time she went. I like how she knows like Green Day's kind of an older band. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? Cause GC did that song, I Just Wanna Live, that sounded really 80s. OMG, me too! I replied happily. This I have never read, because the one that I've always read ends right after Tom Bombadil. So this is all new to me. Chicken bacon ranch subs. Oh my god. The third one? You are a piggy. No, because piggies are cute. Piggies are cute. I have to think of something else. Oh, my dad's calling me. Hang on. Hello? Hello? Oh, did I hang it up? Oh, it hung up. Call him back. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Alright. It was an accident. Alrighty. You're a... What could I call you? You're a garbage disposal. There you go. Okay, so this is all new to me. Okay, where was I? Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? Cause GC did that song, I Just Wanna Live, that sounded really 80s. OMG, me too! I replied happily. Guess what, they have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. How would he know that? How would he know that? He told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic, I finished, happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled secretively again. Then, in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. Oh. Now everything was making sense for me. So, is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. OMFG, me too! I shrieked. You go to this school? Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic. he asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new! I smelled happily! Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. With a guitar. No talking in the halls! He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths! Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. What the fuck? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then, suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, no, I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. That was all. It was all in quotations. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelyan's classroom. Dumbledore was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, what the WTF, Enemy? What the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's a capital H at the end of yeah. WTF, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's goth, so it's okay. Like, people that are goth just curse in front of children and, like, break all the rules. Okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum. She started to cry tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, Enemy. I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. AN. See, you fucking preps? Go fuck yourself, That's serious issues. 2-0. Go to hell. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-2. Lord of the Rings crossover, yes. We shook hands. You're a piggy. No, you're not. Piggies are cute. Oh my god. Chapter 23. Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get to St. Manga's, bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Egagi, I need your help. Next time you go back in Tim, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Who's Tom Anderson? Sure, I said sadly. That's not supposed to be in quotes. Sure, I said sadly. I went outside to the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a black GC t-shirt, which was his Panamas. That's cute. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Ebony? He asked, and his voice was so sexy and kind of like Gerard Way when he was talking. Fine, I responded. We started to go back into the dorm. Excuse me. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I borked. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hop not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see, Draco giggled mistressly. Draco's a mistress. He opened the door. Snap and Lumpkin was there. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please, Lumpkin begged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I took some photons of him and Snap Bing torqued. Okay, I know this is men, but think about it, people. They are pedos, and Snap tried to rap them. In new way, sadists rock. Has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3 lols? We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kinda dritty, so I put on a black leather outfit. Fingy, kinda like the one Swilling has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you. Fuck you. I put on some black platform high heels. Draco put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then we sorted to take off each other's clothes. I took off his shirt and he had a six-pack, lols. We started to mac out like in The Grudge. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy. I hate that she said that. He put his wetness in my you-know-what. Oh, Draco! Oh my fucking god, Draco! I screamed passively as he got an eructation. I love you, Tabury, he whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep. She must mean, like, that she was screaming when he came. I don't know. Unless his wetness is something else. I don't fucking know. Why are we trying to analyze this? I woke... Oh my god. Chapter 34. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on black tight sexa dress that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mr. Smith. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton boats. Suddenly, Sorius cocked on the door. I opened it. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Ebony, he said. Guess what you have to come to Professor Sinistor's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fook Draco, or maybe listen to MCR or Evanescence. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin? Asked Sorius flirtily. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a statistic way. Oh, she asked him flirtily. They're in Abkhazian now, lol. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They are excused from form school today. Sodomize moaned sexily. Right now they're watching The Nightmare Before Xmas. Why did he moan? That's weird. He's not the pedophile? We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. He was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over it, kinda like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. HTTP. She was drinking some Volksimort serum. She took out the pensive and the time torner. Ebony, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me the cure for being addicted, she said sadly. Good luck. Fangs. And then, I jumped into the pensive again. Suddenly, I looked around. I was in the Great Hall eating Count Chocula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall Gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked like Marilyn Manson. I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who's he? I asked. Oh, that's Professor Slutborn, Satan said. He's the portent's teacher. Ebony? Yeah, I asked. Did you know that Marilyn Mason is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they're showing the exercise at the movies before that. Yeah? Well, want to go to the concert and the movie with me? Oh, cliffhanger! Sorry. I didn't mean to whack the mic. This is getting so hard to read. Okay. Chapter 35, Ghost of You. That is our 4th chapter title. I went into the common room thinking of Satan. Suddenly, I gasped! Draco was there! I grasped. He looked as hot as Eva, wearing black leather pants, a black Lonkin Prack t-shirt, and black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you doing? I gasped. Huh? He asked. Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan. He had 2 arms. He still had 2 arms. Oh, hi, Lucien, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student, lol. We shook hands. Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucien said. He pointed to a group of sexy Gothic guys. Then they were sitting in a corner cutting. It was serious, Vampire's dad, and snap! All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black Good Charlotte band shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Manson show as backup. Orly? I asked. Yeah, he said. We're called X Black X Tier X. I play Ted Gutter. Spartacus plays the drums, he said, pointing to him. Snap plays the bass, and James plays the guitar. Even though we call him Samaro, after Samara in The Ring. Hey bastards, I told them. They gave me Death's Touch Sin. I don't know what that is. Suddenly I gasped again. But don't have a lead singer? I asked. She's gonna be the singer. Is that what's happening? Lucien looked down sadly. We used to, but she did. She attempted suicide by slitting her wrists. Silting her wrists. Oh my fucking god, that's so fucking sad, I gasped. She's gasping so much, she's gotta be hyperventilating, right? It's okay, but we need a new lead singer, Samaro said. Well, I said I'm in a band myself. Really? Asked Snap. I couldn't believe it. He used to be Gothic. Yeah, we're called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Do you want to hear me sing? Yeah, said everyone. So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by, get it, cause by guys are so sexa, Gurnday. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, I sang sexily. I do not own the lyrics to that song. Everyone gasped. Enoch B, will you join the band, please? Begged Lucian, Samaro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was Morty McFlea. He was wearing a black Bnad t-shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell are you doing here? I asked. I will help you go forward in Tim Eneby, he said seriously. Then he took out a black Tim machine. I went into it and suddenly I was forward in Tim. Oh my god, this is getting so hard to read. We're reading My Immortal, Space Ghost. Welcome. Oh fuck, this is it. This is the last part. Is that it? It went to 35. Logged in for the first time, getting reviews and PMs regarding the fic. Not the author. Oh, okay. That's something else. Okay. Chapter 36. Okay. I walked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too. OMFG, Serials! I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snap used to be Gothic. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, said Professor Trevelyan, said in an even emo voice, drinking some Volksmort serum. Hi fucker, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet and a movie, so I need a sexa outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. Oh my Satan, get it, lols, cause she's gothic, gasped Bloody Mary. Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFS! Let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Trevelyan. I can't fucking wait for that. But we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some portions for Professor Trevelyan so she won't be addicted to Volksmort serum. Excuse me, anymore. And also, some love potion for Eneby. Darko said resultantly. We have potions class now. Willow said, so let's go. I'm sorry, it's getting like really hard to read it. I'm trying my hardest. We went sexily to potions class, but Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio fuck! Hey there. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? Draco shouted angrily. STFU! I shooted back Cornelia fuck. He is in Azkaban now, with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak. He has cancer. Now do your work. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe Snap used to be Gothic? Vampire asked surprisedly. That's it! Cornelia Fook shouted angrily. I'm getting Professor Bridge! He stopped out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Ew. Suddenly, I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. WTF is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner, and he looked sexier than Eva. Suddenly, Hargriff, what the fuck are you doing? He shouted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Draco and vampires started to beat him sexily. God, you're such a poser, I shouted at Hagrid. Suddenly, I looked what he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia portion. We're almost done. Man, the lady that did my nails fucked me up. It's like actually painful. I'm probably gonna get this taken off tomorrow. I spent $25 and it's like hurt me. Anyway, chapter 37. Ian, okay everybody, I'm gong on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either gonna end the fic or update it in a week. Thanks! Oh yeah, and preps, stop flaming